My name is Holly Lutz. I am an animal trainer and presenter here at the Tennessee Aquarium. I mainly work with our penguins. We just recently introduced a penguin training program less than a year ago here. We have two different species of penguins here at Penguins Rock. We have Gen 2 penguins and we have macaroni penguins. The Gen 2 penguins are the third largest species out of all the different penguins that exist, and the macaronis are one of 6 different crested species of penguins. We really have to tailor our training to each bird's individual personality, especially because we do have a large group of birds that we're working with, and the type of training that we use is called positive reinforcement training, which means that all of the training that we do, we try to keep it fun and positive for them, and we have to figure out what the best motivator is for each bird as well. So for example, one of the food items that we use is a fish called smelt. That's one of the favorite things of most of these penguins to eat. And Poncho, who is our largest Gen 2, he's actually our largest bird in the entire group, he loves smelt. So he will pretty much follow you anywhere, do anything you are asking him for a smelt. But Claire, on the other hand, she doesn't really like the smelt all that much. She prefers tactile or touching. So when she gets on the scale, we kind of give her a little scratch on the beak, and that's how we can communicate to her that she did a good job, and that's what we were wanting her to do. So we always try to keep it positive for them. If they don't do something that we're asking, we just simply ignore it. We never punish them in any way. So if Claire were to not get on the scale when I asked her to, then that's okay. We just wait a couple minutes and we try again and see if she would like to do it later on. But we always keep it positive for them, and we really try to pay attention to each bird's individual personality and kind of tailor the training to what they prefer. One of the best things about training our animals is that we can train them to participate in their own health care, so it's more voluntary for them. Instead of going in and grabbing a penguin and picking them up and putting them on the scale, we can simply just train them to walk onto the scale on their own, by themselves. So it's more voluntary. And over time, if they are trusting us more and more, they'll trust us to touch their beak and let us look inside their mouth, or change the bands on their flippers, or look at the bottom of their feet. So these are all good things that we can do to help take care of them, and anything that we can do to make it more voluntary on their part is always a good thing. I think one of my favorite things is when you're trying to train a behavior and you can actually witness that behavior click with them when they finally get it. Oh, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do, and then give them a reward or a reinforcement for that. It's a lot of fun to see. I mean, people look at penguins and they don't necessarily think that they would be all that smart, but they really are. You just have to figure out what motivates them.